Hello everyone, you are welcome to yet another video of BuildPro Global Enterprise YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you how to draw a simple floor plan like this one showing on my computer screen right now, okay, using AutoCAD under 7 simple steps. I would like to subdivide these steps into 3 separate videos, okay. In this first part of the video, I will show you how to do those necessary settings that is needed to start the drawing, and thereafter I will draw the walls. In the second part of the video, we'll cover how to insert doors and windows into the drawing. After inserting doors and windows, we'll now insert blocks. In the last part of the video series, we'll insert text, we'll also draw grid lines on the floor plan, and finally dimension the drawing, okay. The link to the other parts of these videos, this video series, will be left in the description section down below. Now, after starting AutoCAD for the first time, I will now go to this place here, start drawing, and click. Now I'll be taken to this window. There are so many settings that one can do before you start using AutoCAD. We are only going to do a few of those settings that are necessary so we can kickstart our drawing. And the first settings I'm going to do right now is I would like to change this background. You can see that the background is black, okay. Some people enjoy using it like this, but I like changing my background to white so I can be able to easily identify or see colors and also language and other things like that. To do that, I simply right click, okay, on any empty space. So I'll right click here, then I'll come to options and now click on options, okay. The next thing I need to do is to go to the display tab over here. These are tabs we have lined up here, so I'll click on display tab and now come to colors. There, ensure I select 2D model space, okay. I have a uniform background here, ensure it's selected, and I'll come to color, and presently it's on black as you can see it here. I want to change it to white and I'll click on white. If you don't like white or any of the colors you want to change the background to is not found here, you can click select color. I've done a video on setting up the AutoCAD environment, okay, before you start your drawing, so I'm going to leave a description down below, the description section, that you can use to watch and learn how to set up your environment. So I'm going to click on white here. I'll click apply and close. You can see that my background has changed to white. Now click on apply and OK. Now the next settings I need to do is to take off these grid lines. I don't like working with grid lines. You can see these grids right here. To do that, you can simply type or press the F7 key, okay, F7 function key on your keyboard, or you simply come to your status bar right here. You can see this is the icon that represents or helps you to turn on or off grid lines. So if I click over it, it will go away, okay. Now the next settings I would like to do is I usually like extending my cursor or my crosshair, rather, in AutoCAD is crosshair. This cross you can see right now on my computer screen. I usually like it extended starting from one end of the screen to the other and from top to bottom, okay. Now to do that, I'll still go back to options by right clicking and clicking on options, or you can equally, let me hit escape, come to the start button over here and click on it. You now come down over here, you see options, and click, you see the same thing. Now on the display tab, you now come over to this place here where we have crosshair. The present crosshair size is 16, okay. So to increase it, I'll now drag this little bar here, okay, to the right. If you take it to the very end, the extreme end, it will now be 100. You can equally type any size you want here. After doing that, I'll now click on apply and OK. So you can see my crosshairs extending from the beginning to the end, both horizontally and vertically. Now the next settings I would like to do is to change my unit. Before you start drawing AutoCAD, you need to define the units of measurement you'll be using, okay. There are several units of measurement. You can use the imperial system of measurement or the SI unit. I most times draw in millimeters, okay. That's using the SI unit. Now to change my drawing units, all I need to do is to type in units, okay. And the first option that comes up, you select it by just pressing enter on your computer keyboard. I'll now be taken to this dialog box. Okay, from here there are just some few changes I need to do here. The first one is I come to this length. Presently it's in decimal, which is okay. The next one is the precision. I'll now change it to 0. I'm going to change this to millimeters. Angle type, I'll leave it at decimal degree. Okay, so that's the only change I need to do here for now. Then I click on OK to effect the changes. The next thing I need to do is to set the drawing limits. Okay, now to set my drawing limits, all I need to do is to type limits. Okay, that's LIMITS. Is there already. I'll now press enter on my computer keyboard. Then to type 0,0, and I press enter, and I'll type 100,000, 100,000. Press enter. Then I'll press Z on my computer screen, on my keyboard rather, press enter, and type A, and now press enter. So I've now set my drawing limits. Now the next thing I need to do is to set my layers. I'll go over to my home tab. Okay, I'm already on my home tab here, so it will always ensure you're there if you are not on the home tab. Then I'll come over to the layers group. Now click on layer properties. And this is where I'm going to create all the layers. At the moment, the layer will have this layer 0. That's the default layer. So to add another layer, I'll come over to this icon you can see here. You see new layer. You can equally press Alt N on your computer keyboard. You also have the same command. So I'll click here. As I click, you can see another layer came up here, which is layer 1. You can now change it to any name you want. But eventually you click outside, you can equally come back to the layer and just click on this layer name here, and you will be given the ability to edit it. Now the first layer I'm going to create now is the layer for my walls. Okay, sorry. So this is my walls layer. Now under a layer you can set the various parameters you have. Okay, I will set the color. Under color, this column here will have color. Presently is white, as you can see. I'll now change, so I'm going to choose this navy blue color here, and I'll click OK. Now the line type, you can see line type here. Presently is continuous line type. A different type, you can click there and choose any one. This continuous line type is okay, but if you want to use another type of lines, you can come to this load over here. But for now, I'm going to leave it. I'll click cancel and go back. And to click cancel here, so I'm leaving it at this continuous line. But for line weight, you click under this place here and specify a line weight. Okay, I'm going to give it 0.6 millimeters, and I'll click on OK. So I think these are the very basic settings you will do on every layer. There are so many other settings here, but for now, this is the important one. Line weight, line type, line color. Okay, I'm going to pause this video and set the other layers like doors, windows, blocks, dimension, grids, and the rest using the same method. Okay, so I don't waste your time. Okay, so I've finished setting up all the other layers that I needed. I have the walls, doors, windows, blocks, dimensions, grid, text. Okay, so I've created all the layers that I'll need. After doing that, I'll close this window here. Now at this stage, I've succeeded in setting up my work environment right now, ready to start drawing. So I'm going to start drawing my walls. But before we do that, I would like to explain some things to you. Okay, before you start drawing AutoCAD, there are some few things you need to know. You need to know your wall sizes. Okay, that is the size of the wall you are going to draw. Is it 9 inches? Are you going to use 9 inches blocks? 9 inches blocks is the same thing as 228.6 millimeters. That's approximately 230 millimeters. So if you are using 9 inches block, our wall size or thickness is going to be 230 millimeters. Some people use 225 millimeters. So it's the same thing with 6 inches blocks. we are going to use 150 millimeters. If you are drawing inches, you use 6 inches as the size of your wall. And likewise, if you're using 4 inches, then you use 100 millimeters. Okay. Now, after determining the size of your wall, like in our case, we're going to use the 9 inches, which is 230 millimeters, as the size of our wall. The next thing is we need to know is how are we going to draw this plan? Is our measure going to start from the center of one wall to the center of another, or we are going to draw using the in-to-in method, that is from inside one wall to another? You can see this dimension starts from the surface of this wall to the surface of the other one. If you are measuring from one wall surface to the other one, it's all called the in-to-in measurement. If you are measuring from the center of the wall to the center of another one, is center to center. Or you can equally measure from out to out, that is from outside the wall to outside another wall. So in this case, we're going to use the center to center. Now we have established the method we're going to use, that center to center, and we also established the size of our wall, that's 230 millimeter wall size for 9 inches. Now, without any waste of time, we'll now go ahead and start drawing our walls. To start drawing my walls, I'm going to change my layer to the wall layer I created earlier on. To set the wall layer on, I'll come over to this layers group under Home tab. I'll click this little arrow here and then select walls. So I'm going to click on walls right now. So I've set my walls layer on right now. Then I'll start drawing. And to start drawing, I simply pick my line command here under Home and click. Then I specify my first point. This is where I want to start my drawing. Then I move to any direction. Okay, AutoCAD is saying I should specify the next point. So I want to go this way. The way I do my drawings is I'll draw the external guard or the parameter of the building before offsetting and creating the rooms or the partition walls inside. Now on this other part here, I'm going to enter a 10 meters wall. Remember, I set my units to millimeters, so 10 meters in millimeter is 10,000, so I'm going to type 10,000 here. Then I'll press enter on my computer keyboard. As I press enter, you can see AutoCAD automatically broke the line at the 10 meter point. I'll now turn down the other direction. This time around, I'm going to create a 12 meter line, which is 12,000 millimeters. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, 12,000. I'll now press enter. I'll go this way towards the left. I'll also type 10,000. And I'll press enter on my computer keyboard. And I move up. Okay. And I can simply close here. You can see my dimension is reading 12,000 millimeters already. Okay, then I'll click here to close. I still have the line command on. Then I press escape, the escape key on my computer keyboard to move out of the command, or the space bar. Okay, so this is the external parameter of my walls. It is of the floor plan I want to draw. The next thing I need to do now is to start creating my internal partition. Now I have rooms here and here from the floor plan I showed you earlier on in this video. To create this room, from this wall to the next wall, that is from the center of this wall to the center of the next wall, is 3,600 millimeters. Remember, I am using the center to center method of drawing floor plan. Okay, so I'm going to use the offset command right now. To activate the offset command, simply type O on your computer keyboard and you have offset, then you press enter. Then you specify the distance of offset. That is how far you're going to offset this particular line to the next point. It's going to be 3.6 meters, that's 3,600 millimeters. So you type that on your keyboard and you press enter. Okay, my crosshair now turn to this small box or square right now on my screen. You now click on the line you want to offset. This is the line I want to offset, so I'll click on it. Then you move to the direction you want to place the offset, either this side or this side. So if I place it here, that's where the line will appear or be created. Yeah, that's not what I want. I want it this way, so I'll come inside and click. Using the offset command is good because it saves you time. Instead of picking the line command and start drawing here all over, you can simply create another line from an existing one using the offset command. Okay, you can see that my crosshair is still having that little box. It means the command is still on. So if I still want to offset another line of the same dimension I used the other time, that's 3.6 meters, I can simply click on it and offset it. Like in this case now, I want to offset this particular line inside, just like I did here, the same dimension. So instead of starting it all over, I'll simply come with this command and click on it, then I'll offset it toward the inside of the building and click. I still have the command, so I'll press the escape key or spacebar to move out of the command. Now I'm going to create another line here, okay, horizontally this way. That will be the same 3.6 meters away. So I should have done that earlier on, but I move out of the command. So let me pick the offset command again. Instead of activating the offset command with my keyboard, this time around I'll come over to my home tab and go to the modify group here. You can see this icon here, it represents the offset command. I click on it to see the same thing. I'll now specify the distance. The last distance I use is 3600, it's still there. So there's no point or no need typing again. I'll simply press enter on my computer keyboard. And I'll select the line I want to offset and move toward the direction I want and click OK. So this is a room here, another room. This one is going to be my toilet and bathroom. Okay. Now my living room is somewhere around this side, and from this place here to the next wall of my living room is 5600 millimeters. That's 5.6 meters. So I'm going to escape, just move out of this command right now. Then I'll select the offset command again. Then I type 5600 millimeters on my keyboard and I hit enter on my keyboard, and I'll set this line down like this. Okay. Now this room, there's a wall over here. So I need to offset this line to that wall. Okay, so I'll pick my offset command again by pressing O on my computer keyboard. At least you press O and press enter to activate the offset command. I'll now type 1200. That's 1.2 meters. That's the distance of the wall. I'll now press enter. Now click on this line. Then I move towards this direction here and enter. Now on this other part here, there's another wall this way that's the same distance of 1200. So instead of exiting the command, I'll simply use the same command I used the last time and click here, then I'll offset toward the inside. Okay, let me hit escape on my keyboard to move out of the command. Now around this place, there's a wall that crosses from here right down to this place. So I can now use, I'm going to offset this wall to that distance. Okay, it's 2800 millimeters. Click on the offset command, come here, then I type 2800 millimeters. I enter on my keyboard, and I click here, and I come down and click again. After doing that, I now press escape to move out of the command. So I've succeeded in drawing a grid, okay, of all the walls I'm going to draw in this simple floor plan. The next thing I need to do is to clean it up. Okay, all these grids don't represent my walls. There are some that I don't need, so I'm going to clean it right now. And to do that, I'm going to use the trim command. Okay, trim command can be found under the modify group here, which is under the home tab. You have trim here. See the trim command. If you are not seeing it here at the top, you now click on this little arrow. You will definitely see the trim command. Okay, see, you have trim and extend. They're under the same group there. If I pick extend, for instance, you know it will be the one at the top here. So should in case you come here and you didn't see trim, click this little arrow and the trim command will come out. Okay, then you click on it. You can equally use the keyboard shortcut for trim. Is you type TR on your keyboard and you have the trim command. You now press enter. You see activate the same command. Okay, so this is the trim command I have right now. AutoCAD is asking me to select object to trim or shift. So I have a room over here. This line doesn't extend shouldn't extend right to this part. I simply go and click on the line to delete it. Come over to this part and clean it up like this. Okay, so let me clean all the walls that I don't need. This is my living room. Okay, so I've succeeded in trimming all the walls I don't need. So this is my veranda, my living room. Okay, this is the dining, the kitchen. I have a sit out here. Then a little part, there will be a passage here to this bedroom, another bedroom. Then my toilet and bathroom will be here. After doing that, I'll now move out of the escape key, or the escape command rather. Now, there's something you need to know. I need to turn on my wall thickness. Remember, I chose my wall thickness when creating layers to be 0.6 millimeters. You can see here the line is still not bold, it's not showing any thickness. The reason is I've not turned on my wall thickness. So to do that, you go down at the bottom of AutoCAD, my computer screen here. That's my status bar here. You can see we have line width. So this command here enables you to hide or display your line width. Okay, so I'm going to click on it. If I click on it, you can see that my line width will come up. So that's how to bring on line width. Now I need to give my wall a thickness. Remember, my wall, or the wall we chose to use, is 230 millimeters. That's 9 inches. Okay, 9 inches, approximately 230 millimeters. These lines here represent the center of my walls. I need to offset this line both inward and outward, okay, on each of these lines, so that I can have a wall thickness. Now to do that, half of 230 is 115, okay. Now I'm going to offset 115 to both sides of this wall so I can have a thickness. Now quickly going to my offset command, then I'll type 115, that is half of 9 inches, and now press enter. Then I'll offset each of this wall inside and outside to have a wall thickness, okay, like this. So let me go ahead and do for the remaining walls. Okay, so I've succeeded in giving all my walls a thickness by offsetting the wall thickness, half of the wall thickness, both in and out. I'll now move out of this command. Now next thing I need to do now is I'm going to take away the center lines. Okay, I'm going to delete the whole of it. I actually place them there as a guide, these center lines in all the walls. So I'm going to quickly delete it by clicking on it, and I'll now use the erase tool here, or I can click and now press the delete key on my computer keyboard. Let me go ahead and clean that quickly. Okay, I've succeeded in removing all the center lines. Next thing I need to do is to clean up my drawing. Okay, all these little edges that are here, that's not how walls are supposed to join. Okay, when you are producing architectural drawings, this line is supposed to come and stop over here, and this one is supposed to extend. So I'm going to quickly clean it up, and to do that I will use my trim command. Okay, simply activate your trim command and delete or trim each of this part that are protruding or exceeding where it's supposed to stop. Okay, so I'll click on my trim command here, and I'll simply come and click over it to trim it. This other part here, I'll need to use the fillet command so I can join it. Okay, it's supposed to extend right to this place, and this other is supposed to extend and made it there. Okay, I've succeeded in clearing all the walls. The next thing I need to do now is to join these edges here that are not meeting. So I'm going to use the fillet command. The fillet command can still be found under the modified group, which is under the home tab. You come over here, you click, you see the fillet command here. So in case it's not appearing here, you click this little drop down, this little arrow, you will see the fillet command there. So I'll click here, and activate the fillet command. After clicking it, you choose or you select the first object you want to fillet and the next one, and AutoCAD will automatically join the two objects. Okay, now to do this one, I need to click on fillet again. Instead of going to fillet, you simply tap on your spacebar, that is on your keyboard, okay, to activate the fillet command. In AutoCAD, whatever command you use and you press your spacebar on the keyboard, it will bring back that command. Okay, that is the last command you use. When you press spacebar, it will bring back that command. So instead of going back there, I'll press spacebar and the fillet command will be activated. And now click on the lines I want to fillet. Okay, so I'll press spacebar to activate the command. Click on the first line, second line. So let me do that for the remaining walls. Okay, so I've succeeded in cleaning all the excesses that I don't need on my floor plan, and I've drawn everything right now. So these are the walls, so the floor plan I want to draw, or I'm drawing rather. Okay, so I'm going to stop here for this first part of the series of videos, okay, teaching you how to draw a simple floor plan in AutoCAD. In the next video of this series, we'll insert doors and windows into our floor plan, and thereafter insert blocks into the drawing of the floor plan. Okay, you can click on the suggested videos that will be shown at the end of this particular video to watch the other part of the video series. You can as well go to the description section of this video for links to the other parts so you can watch as well. Do endeavor to check it out. Please do consider subscribing to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. Like the video, share and comment in the comment section. See you in the next part of the video.